Video Games Recon.
Hello and welcome. My name is Nate from Video Games Recon, and in this series of videos we're going to review each Call of Duty Advanced Warfare weapon. First off, if you've already seen this intro in a previous review video, feel free to skip ahead to the time on screen. These videos should be fairly short, and at the end of each video there will be a link to a breakdown of what I think is the best, or at least my favourite weapon in said class. Also, the footage will probably be a mix of multiplayer and local games, i.e. with bots, as I may not have unlocked all weapons at the time of recording, and each weapon will be reviewed as the standard weapon in each class and with similar loadouts for as fair a comparison as possible. Please keep in mind this is just my humble opinion, and due to your playstyle your opinion may differ, which is perfectly fine, and in such case please don't rage out and lose your shit. Instead, feel free to post your thoughts in the comments section. Anywho, without any further ado, let's do it to it. The ARX 160 is yet another weapon from Ghosts. However, this weapon is nothing like its previous incarnation, as this weapon has switched from a fully automatic rifle to a 3-round burst fire rifle. The ARX has great range and accuracy, and decent stats everywhere else. Also, its clip and ammo capacity is more than abundant, which all sounds fine, right? Well, it would be if there wasn't another burst fire rifle in its class to compare it to, as the ARX just pales in comparison to the IMR, at least in its basic format. I could see how if tweaked correctly in one of the upgraded versions this weapon could actually be pretty decent, but standing in the IMR's shadows this thing just looks weak sauce. This weapon is basically the same as the original M16 from Modern Warfare, which isn't per se a bad thing, but compared to the more evolved weapons it just looks like it stood still while all the other weapons developed. Still, that said, one of the worst weapons in the best class still ends up being a fairly decent weapon, if used and equipped correctly. The IMR. What to say about this beastie? Well, this thing just suits my playstyle to a T. The IMR is a 4-round burst fire weapon. High damage, accuracy, range and extremely well balanced stats in general. Even though on paper it will say different in terms of range and accuracy. But thanks to the fact that it's a burst fire weapon, it plays out quite different in real terms. Now, with all burst fire weapons there is a trade-off, but that is negated by the IMR's extremely high rate of fire in between bursts. Not completely negated, as you will still probably be better off at close range with a BAL or HBRA3, but unlike the ARX for example, you can still easily get kills at close or even point blank range. The damage drop off on the IMR is fairly significant at longer ranges, and it can eat through your magazine capacity fairly quickly due to its fast burst fire, but nothing that can't be counteracted to a degree by the right attachments. However, this weapon's best selling point in my opinion are the fact that at mid-range this weapon is a 2-shot kill, even with a silencer, as long as you hit centre mass that is. And a party trick I forgot about when making my best class setup video is that this weapon 3D prints ammo in reserve, i.e. the ammo in your reserves, not the ammo in your magazine, slowly regenerates, possibly negating the need for scavenger. I can see how this weapon could be an acquired taste, but for me this is another weapon duking it out for the top spot in Advanced Warfare. The MK14 makes yet another weapon returning from Ghosts, which before playing I was quite pleased about, as the marksman rifle class was one of the best things about Ghosts, and trust me, that is a short list. However, once I got my hands on this weapon I was very disappointed, as this gun just feels out of place in Advanced Warfare, due in part to its low damage and slow fire rate because of being a semi-automatic rifle. Its other stats are okay, particularly its accuracy, range and ammo, but this gun just doesn't make sense at any range. Up close it's useless. At middle range an IMR, BAL or HBRA3 are far superior, and at long ranges you may as well go with a sniper rifle thanks to their high damage. So this weapon is a bit of a chocolate teapot. and was probably put in because of the success of the marksman class in Ghosts. But unfortunately, this just doesn't translate to the clusterfuck gameplay in Advanced Warfare, due to the new exo movements creating such fast-paced gameplay. And thus this weapon just can't keep up. And at range it's so weak you can shoot people for days and not get the kill. I can't think of any reason why you wouldn't take a Lynx or a Moors with lightweight instead. So one to be avoided in my opinion, at least without a significant buff in the future. But never mind what I think, what do you think of the guns in Advanced Warfare so far? Feel free to post your thoughts on the weapons in this class in the comments section. So, that just leaves me to say if you enjoyed this video, please help support us by liking, sharing, favouriting and subbing for more BS of a similar nature. Thank you and goodbye.